Hello all. Good day. This is Tracy the Point Tech, and as promised, I am back again with another video. Now, for this video, I am going to be giving you an in-depth view of the Lenovo Legion Go's interface. Now, as promised in the previous video, I told you guys I would be giving you a Lenovo Legion Go interface look. On my actual Lenovo Legion Go review video. So this is a more in-depth video. So let's get straight into it. So as you can see, guys, it is running Windows 11 Home Edition. That's right. So, for all you guys and gals that got gaming PCs or Windows 11 operating OS, is going to remind you of the same thing. Very similar, nothing special, nothing changed, as far as the addition. It is just a little bells and whistles added because this is a mobile handheld gaming PC, but 99.9% of the features that you do have on Windows 11 Home Edition at home on your everyday desktop or laptop, everything is the same as far as the settings and all that good stuff. Now I do have some control freaks for those who are inquiring, so I did pick these up at GameStop. All the Xbox iteration control freaks do work, so if you want to spice up your thumbsticks, go ahead and get these at your local GameStop, or you can buy them online. Again, the all Xbox iterations work, as well as the Nintendo Switch thumbsticks for some reason. I'm not sure why, but the PS5 iterations of the control freaks do not work. So please do not waste your time. But again, you can buy all type of third-party ones on Amazon or go pick them up at GameStop. All right, guys. So yeah, let's get straight into it. So as you can see here, there's many buttons on this thing. Now, let's get straight into the actual one of the most important buttons here. So to me, this is the control button for the Lenovo Legion Go. So if I long press it for a couple seconds, try this again. Here we have the Lenovo Legion Go settings as far as the device goes. Now, let's go to the first option where this little needle is. So here is performance. So as you guys can see here, I have it in power saver mode, but here you can actually tweak your device as far as what thermal mode you want it to run, as far as TDP. For those who understand what TDP is, you can actually increase the speed of the fan. Right now I have it on smart. I have it on power saver mode. And back to my TDP, I have the TDP on balance. And this is simply because I would like to get maximum battery life out of my Lenovo Legion Go. Running everything on maximum settings, of course, like everything else, is going to drain the battery, and that's what we do not want. We want to be able to have the battery actually staying within normal or staying within the limits of gaming capabilities. And what I mean by gaming capabilities, we want the battery to at least be capable of getting us at least 2 hours of gaming. That way we're not running the device on max settings, and then what happens is the device just dies in the middle of a chapter or whatever game you're playing, and how frustrating that can be. So keeping all the settings on balance, of course, is gonna be good. All right, so as you can see here, again, I have everything on balance. So, if you want to crank everything up to performance mode, you're going to get better visuals, of course. If you want to crank it up to full speed as far as the fan, and if you want to crank up the OS power to performance mode, again, you're going to get maximum frames per second and better visuals. But keep in mind, the trade-off is bad battery life. So just understand that. And what you can do is you can monitor your performance monitor here. So right now my CPU is at 5%, GPU at 0, VRAM 33, and RAM at 43%. My CPU, of course, is at 5% because I'm not doing anything that's taxing the operating system. Same with GPU. I'm not playing any graphic intense video games right now, so that's good. VRAM 33% and then the RAM 43%. So I don't have many tasks or anything running, for that matter. I actually got to stop some software, programs from starting up, in the Microsoft configuration. But anyways, so yeah, that's what this is for. And then if we go here, this is your, general settings as far as like adjusting the brightness, the volume, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, of course. Now this does, run off of Wi-Fi 6E, which is a Wi-Fi new technology. So that way, if you guys do have, fiber as far as, internet connectivity, even broadband like Charter Communications or Spectrum or whatever, that supports 5G Wi-Fi, it will pull the maximum bandwidth to download games, as well as, your gaming experience, if you have to play wirelessly, should be seamless, so it does have a new Wi-Fi technology. I do like that. And then as far as resolution goes, now you have an option of 1280 by 800, which is a step above 720p. You have 1920 by 1200, which is a step above 1080p, and then 2560 by 1600, which also is a step above 1440p. Now, keep in mind, just for testing purposes, I did have it on 2560 by 1600. So my battery is at 11%. But again, that's just for testing purposes. But I'll be doing another video in the future on, what the battery life is like, running the game at max settings. I'll show you guys what that looks like. And then the refresh rate, I have it on 144 hertz. Now, it does have a 60 hertz option, but again, who wants to run it below? I want maximum frames per second, so I'm running mine at 144 hertz. Games run smoother with a higher frame rate, of course. So just keep that in mind. And then the frame monitor, basically what this option is for is, as you can see, it starts to add an overlay in the top left corner. So if you put it on simple, you will tell you the frames per second. Normal will give you like, CPU, GPU settings, GPU percentage, battery, CPU, frames per second, and then all, of course, to give you more in depth, like if you have RSO on, and then, it says need full screen because I have to, actually connect it to a monitor and adjust some settings to take advantage of the full screen. But also there is an application that you can use right here, which is called MSI Afterburner. I'll be doing a video on that as well. That basically gives you more options as far as the overlay and what you can add, to the overlay as far as what you want to see. You can also, actually move the overlay to the middle of the screen or how you want to set up all that good stuff. So that's the whole point of that MSI Afterburner application. But yeah, so if we go back and turn off, frame monitor, that disappears. And then here we have Radeon Super Resolution, which is RSR. So what that basically entails is basically you get higher frame rates and better visuals. It is a new technology that came out not too long ago that is from AMD. It works well. However, it is not the greatest. You do have an option of lossless scaling, which is a whole nother application that I'll be doing a review on, but you can download lossless scaling in the Steam store, as well as you can download it in the Windows store, I believe. But it's great because it gives you more frames per second, without having to worry about, a bunch of trade-offs like, poor visuals. So that works extremely well. But that's the whole point of RSR. I hope AMD pretty soon, tweaks it and it functions 100% better. But we'll do a separate video on that. I'll do a separate video on that later on as well. So now that we got past that, we'll go here. So you have the gamepad. Now, of course, keep in mind, like I told you guys before, you can actually use your Xbox controller on this device. Pretty much all you gotta do is this. So as you can see here, let's grab this. I have an Xbox controller. Well, let me turn it on so you guys can see a little bit better. Now I'm gonna turn my Series X on. But I have an Xbox controller here, but on the top of it, as you can see here, this little button right here is how you put the device in pairing mode. So the whole point of this is to put the device in pairing mode. So that way on the Lenovo Legion Go, you can use the controller to play on your Lenovo Legion Go. Now the good thing is Microsoft implemented the drivers for the controllers to work cross, function on different devices. And from my experience, the Xbox controllers work extremely well. That includes the iPad, that includes the iPhone, that includes this device, the Steam Deck OLED. I mean, it just works well. You can use the PS5 controller, but I'm not a fan of it. I'd rather use the actual Xbox controller. It just works best for me. So, the gamepad option here gives you the ability, if you view the layout, to, actually tweak the controls on a device, and you get to, adjust the controls to the point where you can create what you call hotkeys to easily access different things on the Lenovo Legion Go. It's up to you. I keep everything stock. I haven't really created any hotkeys, but that's the whole point of that. If you want to do that, you can just change the mapping and, adjust your settings here. But that's the whole point of that. Like I said, I like to keep things stock. So it's totally up to you guys. And then now here is the lighting effects. No, I skipped something. So controller vibration, self-explanatory, strong, medium, weak, off. It's just the haptic that you feel when you're navigating the device. But the lighting effects, now this is pretty cool. So as far as the lighting effects go, now you see the Lenovo Legion Go is lit up. So this is really good for nighttime. Like if you're playing in the game in the dark, sometimes, you're in a setting where it's extremely dark and you can't see, this comes in handy. But this is the first color. And then if you go to number 2, it changes it to like pulsating option, which is pretty cool. And then if you go to number 3, you get like this, pulsating, multicolor lighting effect, which is cool. Again, I prefer not to use it unless I'm in a situation where it's like dark and the lighting isn't all that great, but it's totally up to you guys. So right now I prefer for it to be off at the moment because I don't, really use it at all. And then, of course, you got touchpad vibration, enable touchpad, of course, controller hibernation. Basically, if you're not using a device, the controller just goes into hibernation mode. I'm pretty sure you guys understand what that is. It's self-explanatory. And then there's wrench here is just system quick settings, self-explanatory. Once again, you guys pretty much know, what these are for. Alternate F4 to close things quickly. And then, Windows plus D, alternate escape, file manager, virtual keyboard. This is just your general, system quick settings. And then here, productivity mode. And then, you have set external display as primary. I have a monitor and a great monitor. I have an IPS, monitor from a Chinese company. And it performs well and it pairs great with the Lenovo Legion Go. I'll also be doing a review on that probably sometime this weekend. So just give me time. But it looks great. The Lenovo Legion Go paired with a good monitor. I mean, it adds, more of the to the device. It just makes things look even, more attractive as far as the device goes. If that's, a word, attractive is a word, but you guys get what I'm saying. Excuse me. And then here, where this question mark is, it's just a help center. Obviously, user manual, online support, Lenovo Diagnostic Solutions, Legion Community Forum. Now, as far as Legion Community Forum goes, if you guys ever have any opinions or you would like things added to the Lenovo Legion Go, Lenovo is extremely vocal and they respond to the suggestions from the fans of the device. So, if you guys have any recommendations, go ahead and make a comment or leave a comment in the forum. They definitely take things into consideration on making this device better. And then, the contact us button is self-explanatory. This is how you get in contact with Lenovo. All right, so now that we got that over with, now we're going to go and select the actual Legion Space button. So this is in the top left corner. So we're going to long press it for a couple seconds. And the Legion Space is now going to open. So let's get to the interface. So here, guys, what you can do here is basically you can download, things like Steam. You can download things like the NVIDIA platform, the Ubisoft platform. This is a, this is a little handy tool that you can use, to adjust settings as well, similar to the other button, the settings button that, you can press in the top right corner. It's just a little bit more that you get to look at. So yeah, right now, as you can see, if I select let's go to Legion. Now, I actually didn't set this up, but it's actually logging into your Lenovo account. You know, you can set up screenshots here of issues. You can actually look at tickets of previous issues. There's the help center, of course, and then online support. So that's what that's for. And then store. Right now, what you can do is you know, you can actually go to PC games and cloud gaming. You can download the Xbox app on here, and you know, you can stream your Game Pass account as far as games and cloud streaming, and then you can also download them from your console to your Lenovo Legion Go and just play the game seamless. I mean, everything Microsoft is pretty much integrated, so you don't got to worry about anything being extremely complex. And then, you know, library here, you know, as you can see, I have Counter-Strike 2, Left 4 Dead, you know, lossless scaling, which I talked about earlier in the video. I'll be doing a review on that. You know, I've got Max Payne 3, Resident Evil 5, Retro Art, which, again, I'll be doing a video on that as well to show you guys what the retro gaming experience is like. And then, you know, these are just platforms to play certain games. But yeah, that's what it is. So you can download Steam again on here. You can download Ubisoft platform, and you can download NVIDIA platform. And then we have the settings here. So this kind of gives you an in-depth view of what exactly is going on in the background between your CPU, GPU, and what's going on with the fan. So as you can see, 3,252 rotators per minute as far as the fan, only using 1.72 gigahertz of the actual CPU, and then the GPU 36 degrees Celsius and being used 1%, and that's because we're on this interface here. So again, not burning a whole bunch of battery. But you know, all these settings here below are similar to the settings you see in the Lenovo options, within the Lenovo options button that I showed you guys, that are in the top right corner. Sorry, let me get this thing right so you guys can see. But yeah, that's just pretty much it, guys. As far as, like, you know, the settings and, you know, what you can see here, you know, again, everything is similar to that Lenovo options button that I showed you guys. But you know, I'll be doing more videos on the Lenovo Legion Go. Again, emulation via RetroArch, you know, how games play and function, you know, the power on the Lenovo Legion Go versus the power on a Steam Deck OLED. I mean, I got many videos and, you know, things coming soon, guys. So just keep in mind, I'm trying to get the swing of this thing. But, you know, I appreciate you tuning in. And again, you know, like, subscribe, and share this video. This is Straight to the Point Tech, guys. I'm out, and you guys have a great night. Peace.